Hey, this is Joe from exploresinc.com. I am in the beautiful Humboldt Redwoods State Park, California, right next to the river. And I am set up in my Tepui Explorer Ayer 2 rooftop tent, which I will be reviewing for you today. I've been wanting to do a gear review for a long time, and I've had so many people ask me about this, like, how much does it cost? Is it easy to set up? Where'd you get it? You know, is it only for your car? That kind of thing. So today I'll be doing my first gear review video, reviewing the rooftop tent, the Ayer 2 as it's called, and hopefully it'll answer any questions you have if you are looking to get into the market for a rooftop tent. As you can see, we are already set up. If you're looking for a quick setup or a pack-up video, they are linked to this video. Both of those videos are sped up, I believe, 10 times speed. So, you know, multiply by 10 if you want to know the actual time it takes to assemble or disassemble. Generally, it takes me about 10 minutes to, probably even 5 minutes just to set it up, and then maybe 10 minutes to pack it up. Depending on if I took the rain fly off or how many of the awnings I have out on these poles here. So each side of the tent has an awning. They're held up with these, I think they're brass, but metal poles, 2 of them on each side, so there's 8 poles in total. Right now we're looking at the rain fly that goes from side to side. And then you also have these awnings on the other 2 sides. Same thing, held up with the same poles. All the poles are the same length, so you don't have to, they're not specific to any side. You have the rain fly on top, the darker material that's removable, so you can see, if we zoom in here, there's these clips. There's 6 clips, 3 on each side. You can unclip them, take the rain fly off, and then there are 2 skylights inside the tent that you can unzip. And there is mesh there, so you can have it meshed to keep the bugs out. And if it's not buggy, on a nice starry night, you can just take the unzip the mesh completely and just have a clear view of the sky. It's pretty nice. It's pretty big. So all 4 sides have windows. Right now I have all the windows down, so you can see there's some blankets in there, but other than that, it's pretty open. There's mesh, so all 4 windows have the mesh. And then there is a sunshade that comes down. They have zippers. They don't zip all the way around. You really don't need to, but they zip down in case it's windy or you need to keep the rain out. Although if the rain flies up, you shouldn't have an issue. But of course, if the rain's blowing in sideways, you might want to keep those down. You can also, for extra protection kind of from the rain blowing in, you can take these awnings and attach them right here with these little, I don't know what you call these little button clip things. So you can kind of batten down the hatches on the sides to keep the rain out. So this is the ladder. Right now I collapsed it pretty much all the way while the tent's still set up. So you can see when it's stored, it'll actually fold. Imagine this is upside down. This will be on the top, and this will fold down flat, and then you're going to use the strap that I'm using as a clothesline to secure it down. You use this Velcro strap to keep it collapsed. You also use this as a lever to unfold the tent when you set it up, or to collapse it when you are putting it away. If I undo the strap, give me just a second here, you can see how it telescopes, and I believe, there you go. It is 4.9 meters long. This seems incredibly long, but either way, you can see it'll reach just about the top of just about any vehicle. So if I were setting this up live, this is how it would look. The ladder would be fully extended, and then you're going to hit the buttons on the top rungs first to gradually collapse the ladder to the appropriate height. Say you want it at about 70 degrees, so pretty close to vertical. These are, the ladder, like I said, is telescoping, so you can adjust this as high or low as you want. Make sure the rungs are pushed all the way up to the top so that it locks. and you're good to go. So one thing I forgot to show on the entrance is if we go up the ladder a couple steps, right on the inside of the tent, between the mattress and the inside, is a pouch. It's hard to show you, but there's a pouch here. This is where you store all of these nice metal poles that hold up all of the sunshades and the rainfly. And then that has a zipper so they can all be zipped up and secured. It fits all 8 in there pretty easily. So on the hood of my car, I have the cover that is just drying out now. I just washed it, so there's a little bit of water still on there. The cover's pretty heavy duty. It's really thick, waterproof material, of course. This side right here is the side that it's got this kind of, I'm not sure what kind of material is in it, but it's cylindrical. And what happens is you slide this in sideways. It's hard to show you, but when this folds up, there's a groove in here. So you slide it in, and then you kind of throw it over, and then it zips on the other 3 sides around here. It's pretty sealed, and then after that, underneath the zipper, so you got the zipper is about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches even, underneath of the cover, so water, I haven't had an issue even driving through rain, no problem. So one last thing is the roof rack, crossbar, whatever you want to call it, system. What is this compatible with? And I actually called the manufacturer and asked them. I told them what roof rack system I have. I have the Yakima Timberline towers and the Jetstream bars, so these are aerodynamic crossbars. But Tepui's, I was very specific in what I had, and they were very casual, and they said it'll fit on just about anything. And I looked it up. I mean, these will fit on aerodynamic bars from Yakima and Thule, the round bars, the square bars, anything from Yakima and Thule, it'll definitely fit on. Probably just about any factory original manufacturer's rack as well. So like if you have the like a Subaru Outback that comes with the crossbars installed already, it should fit on there as well, in addition to some of the smaller name brands. Okay, so design flaws, and I hate to point this out, but this is really just to make have Tepui make a better tent. And you know, they thought of a lot of things with this, and really I can't complain too much about anything that's wrong. I haven't really had any leaks. The meshes for the most part kept the bugs out. Maybe I just let them in myself, so he could never tell for sure. So design flaws. One little thing that I noticed is on the basically where the tent folds, so the seam here, they have this material and this Velcro that kind of keeps it in place. What I do is I take 2 of the bungee cords that they gave me, and I kind of pull it so that this crease is, if you open it up, you can see it. You can see inside there's a decent gap, so they gave you these 2 pieces of material to kind of cover it up with, but it's not, you know, there's no mesh and stuff can get in there. Also, if you don't have it sealed, or at least this material over it really well, you know, if you got a breeze on a cold night, it gets kind of drafty in there. So this material, as you can see, it's ripped a little bit because it's been pinched in the crease there when I folded it a couple times, and it ripped. So the outside material ripped a little bit and the inside ripped a little bit. So that's something they could improve on, but no big deal. Still haven't been having bugs in since I've been securing it with the bungee cords. So going back to the cover, this isn't really a design flaw, and I don't think there's anything you can do about this, but as you can see, this is the front, and it's got quite a bit of bugs on there. So that's just something to be fair warning if you're looking to buy one of these. The cover will get buggy in the front. I mean, you can see my front bumper too. I mean, I've driven over 5,000 miles with this on the top, so it gets pretty buggy, but you can wash it off, especially if you're right next to the river like I am today. So there you have it. That is the Tepui Explorer Ayer 2 rooftop tent. That's just about everything I can think of, except for the price. How much is it? Which you could easily Google. But I'll tell you right now, I paid $11.50 for it, and I bought it in Delaware. so no sales tax. That was great. I bought it through REI, so I shipped it to the store. It took about 3 days to get there. I think you can only buy it online from REI. I don't think they carry it in stores. So just in case the review wasn't enough to convince you to purchase a rooftop tent, I'm just going to show you what you can do with it. So as I said, I'm in the Redwoods near Redwood National Park, and I'm in Humboldt Redwood State Park in California. And you can park right next to the river and set up in your tent and take a nap. I'm about to cook dinner. Went fishing, didn't catch anything of course, so I have to make something else. So there you go.